Hey, what's up? There's something in my throat. But anime fans, One Piece fans, what's good? The answer to that question, of course, is One Piece. One Piece is what's good. And yeah, we just got a One Piece chapter 962 live reaction. So let's just get into this. The chapter was on break last week, so that kind of annoyed me. So I'm assuming we're just gonna continue with the Odin flashback, but I can't be completely sure. The chapter's called The Daimyo and His Retainers, though, so I'm just gonna assume that's what's up. I think that's fairly reasonable, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, let's just get in this chapter. So we on the cover page we got the gang pages of my family continuation, and they stump. That's a bit weird, but anybody who's seen the chapter, they know what's up. So also, yeah, let's just get into this. So Wano Country, Hakumai. What? You really are leaving, Sir Odin? Will we be free of your trouble? But it will. No, I read that wrong. We will be free of your trouble, but it will be lonely without you. And Odin's like, I heard that there was a beast living in Curry, a monster by the name of Ashura Doji. So you know what's up. They're dropping the name of Ashura Doji. Like we all know, Shikamaru, Ashura Doji, whatever you want to call him. He's a beast, even though he's not as strong as Jack, as far as I can tell, because we know when Ashura and Jack fought, Jack was already hurt and he was not even in his hybrid form. So you kind of just gotta face the fact that those two were fighting equally when Jack was just in his human form. So I think it's safe to say that Jack is stronger than Ashura, but that's not to take away from the strength of Ashura at all. That's about as strong as Inu and Neko. So yeah. So Odin's like, he's got his eyes on Ashura Doji because, like, as we've seen, Odin is a very what's the word? He likes to fight, but I don't remember what the word for that is. But he's an ardent conflict seeker. So, like, just like when he hears the name Ashura Doji, there's a monster named Ashura Doji, he's gonna want to be fighting him. So then, Curry is a cancer upon Wano. Even Lord Sukiyaki does not touch the place. And the person who said that is, I just blanked out on his name. Right, Tony Gasso. I don't know why I blanked out on his name. That was stupid. But yeah, so Tony Yasu is the one talking to Odin, and he's like, Curry's a cancer upon Wano. Even Lord Sukiyaki does not touch the place. And then Odin's like, Curry has become a haven for criminals. As soon as one crosses into Curry, the laws of the shogunate are meaningless. Although, if they're not strong enough to survive in Curry, then they are only delaying their death sentence. Korea is so lawless, it might as well not be part of his country. Or no, sorry, Tony also said that. And Odin's like, how interesting. I think I would take my own tour around the country. So, like, I'm starting to see why, like, you could tell that Luffy kind of reminded Ashura a little bit of Odin, because, like, Luffy, he's just the kind of guy, he sees a hard opponent, he want to fight that opponent, and he want to go for the challenging stuff because it's all part of the journey for him. So you can see Odin got that same mindset. So then, this is the room he stayed in. So we kind of switch scenes. This is the room he stayed in. Just look at the place. How can you make such a mess? We should demand compensation. Well, I would rather just pretend a natural disaster passed through. Lord Yasui, you are too soft on Odin. So sorry, Yasui, not Tono Yasu. I think I'm getting him mixed up. You know what? Let me just search up Tono Yasu because I think I'm getting him mixed up. No, yeah, he is Tono Yasu, but his real name's Yasui. I'm just getting all mixed up, right? My bad. So I guess we could just carry on with the chapter. Oh, but just before we go, my boy Mochi has come into the chat. And if y'all haven't been checking out the Mochi Man's channel, your lives are a little bit less happy in the One Piece sense than they could be. Like Mochi, he'd be packing the heat on his channel, you know what I'm saying? So really go check Mochi out. And no, he did not ask me to do that. It's just facts. Okay, so Lord Yasui, you are so soft on Odin. The money is gone? Yes, it was locked in the safe, but... So Yasui's like, the money's gone, so apparently somebody stole their money. And then little Orochi is like, I hate to be a snitch, but I saw what happened. It was Lord Odin. He stuffed all the money into a bag. And then the servant's like, I knew it. He repaid our hospitality by robbing us. Unforgivable. And Yasui is like, if Odin was responsible, he would have done it in a more spectacular manner. And then Yasui's like, are you certain, Orochi? So just before I carry on the chapter, I know people are like, bruh, you talk too much. But I just want to say this. Orochi? Like the Orochi we are with now, like, actually, I guess it makes a little bit of sense, because I was going to say, this is more than 20 years ago. So Odin is 18, I believe. So I guess this is more like 30 years ago. Because I was going to say, if Orochi's that young at the time, does that mean he's 28 now? But I just realized, no, he's more like 38. So that makes sense. And then, Yasu's like, are you certain, Orochi? And then Orochi flinches and he's like, hee hee, yes, please forgive me. I was just too scared to stop him. So you can tell right away, Orochi's the one who stole it. Like, Yasui, he knows Odin didn't do it, and who would do it except for the dirty snake known as Orochi? Because if Orochi was taken in by Yasui, and then he's out here killing the man years later, you know he's a snake. So like you can bet that Orochi is the one who took the money. So I'm talking way too much. Like it's been this long. How long has this stream been going on for? 6 minutes, and I'm only through 4 pages. That's pathetic. No, but you know, we love the discussions here, don't we? We love the discussions. So you can see Yasui's just like, like I know there's something fishy about this. So let's just get on the next page. So after leaving Hakumai, sorry. I still got something in my throat, just the remnants of a very annoying cold, you know what I'm saying? So after leaving Hakumai, Odin and his followers caused many incidents on their way to Curry. How long are you two going to follow me? Forever! Oh! So, like, you got Odin. So you got Odin. He just trying to go to Curry, right? And he trying to chill in Curry and fight some big, strong dudes. Like, he trying to take out Ashura. And then you just got Kinemon and Dendro. They're just following him. Like, he's their, like, long lost dad or something, and he's like, how long are you two gonna follow me? And they're like, forever, because they're so obsessed with him. And then he's like, oh no, now I have 2 annoying fanboys, and they're like, he looks disgusted. They're like kind of like, you know, the little sweat thing on the back of anime heads. Oh no, it's like, dude, like, you know what's up. So anyway, what are you two doing? As your servants, we must stand guard. Come inside already, you dolts. Because, like, Dendro and Kinemon, they're just standing outside of the shelter. And then Odin, like, he didn't take them in as his servants, but they're just like, we're your servants now. And they're just standing out in the rain. And he's like, come on, come inside, you dolts. And then they're like, what are you doing? And Odin's like, I have decided to keep a log. Apparently, sailors from the outside world would do the same thing during their voyages. And then the captions say, and so from then on, their exploits were recorded in Odin's logbook. In Ringo, we encountered 2 hungry brothers covered in filth. Dude! Bro! So they encountered 2 brothers and filth. They danced on the streets to get by, but the locals treated them scornfully. Their names are Kiku Nojo and Izo! Izo! So this is all... Oh! Woo! So, of course, Kiku is the younger brother, but you know, Izo, 16th Division Commander of the Whitebeard Pirates. So, like, you know, he and Kiku have some similarities. I think y'all catch my drift. But, you know, you got this guy, right? They're both cross-dressers. But that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, they look similar. I'm telling you, that's the same Izo, and I think a lot of people would have come to the same conclusion. Just like, I know everybody was saying, oh, Fujitori's from Wano, Greenbow's from Wano, everybody's from Wano. I never would have thought to say Izo is from Wano, but that is definitely the same Izo. So, that makes sense, I guess, because actually makes a lot of sense because the way Odin might have gotten on the Whitebeard's ship is that Izo, or no, sorry, the way that Izo might have gotten on the Whitebeard's ship is that Odin was there and he knew who Odin was, and then he was able to get on Whitebeard's ship through Odin. And yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And like, I guess it makes sense because like Izo always did wear Wano-ish clothes now that I think about it. So, bro. Whoa, okay. Oda, that's a golden move. Okay, I see you. Whoa, I was not expecting that. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, bruh, you're getting overhyped. It's not a big deal. But that's a big deal to me. Like, that's food for thought. That's food for a power scaler and for a theorist. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure the whole community is basically theorists. But yeah, that's food for the community, I tell you. So, I learned that they were raised in a dancing school, but their family was torn apart after their father was arrested and convicted. And then Odin, you can see him yelling at them, "Eat up, you little brats!" And they're like, they scarfed down the food we made that Odin made them, and they were crying. Tears were streaming down their faces. In Udon, there were rumors of a highness mountain bandit. Why do you guys keep following me? Because Odin's like, go away. So, oh, he would fight any man he locked eyes with and kidnap any woman. So, oh. So, just going back to the Izo thing for just a second, that means that Izo was kind of one of the 9 scabbards before, because you can see he and Kiku are following Odin around. And so here's what I think. I think there might have been 10 scabbards, kind of. Like, we know Izo uses guns, but Izo was following Odin around and was one of his retainers, kind of. And then when they went on Whitebeard's ship, it all makes sense now. Izo goes on the ship with Odin. Odin leaves to join Roger, but Izo says to Odin, I'm going to stay with Whitebeard because I love Whitebeard now. I consider him my dad. That makes all this. Oh, so that's just that's definitely makes a lot of sense. Izo is working under Odin. They go on Whitebeard's ship. Odin leaves. Izo opts to stay. So, oh, that's a go-to move. Oh man, I don't even know why I'm necessarily so hyped over that. But bro, it's just like, hold up, let me respond to the chat. But that's just that actually kind of blew my mind, because like Oda, he will make these little connections, but like even when it happens, your mind is still like, oh. So they're like, they scarfed down the food. Oda made them tears were streaming down their face. In Kibi, there was a demon that would steal human hair. It did not matter whether his victims were dead or alive. He turned out to be a weirdo who used the hair to make brushes so he could sell them to make a living. And that was Conjuro. So you see him just meeting all the 9 scabbards. So there's Conjuro, demon of Kibi. And then he's like, he came for my hair, so I beat him up. He has been following me ever since. So he came for Odin's hair, Odin beat him up, and then he's just following Odin around. And he's like, and you can see Conjuro was like, I thought you were a corpse, I yield. And it seems that he was persecuted in the past, so you reap what you sow. In Udon, there were rumors of a highness mountain bandit. Why do you guys keep following me? He would fight any man he locked eyes with and kidnap any woman. It turned out it was Raizo, a genius ninja who resigned from the Kazuki family's Ona Wabanshu. He was heartbroken after being rejected by a Kunoichi. So you see him say, Lord Odin, I am sick of living and hiding like some hermit. So I think it's reasonable to assume that Kunoichi is Shinobu. I think it's reasonable to assume that Kunoichi was indeed Shinobu. And Raizo being one of the Ona Wabanshu doesn't surprise me. That makes a lot of sense. So, yeah, okay, yeah, well, let me get my head back in the game. Something just happened. So, the lawless land of Curry. And then we see Ashura Doji's like, Kozuki Odin is coming to Curry? The Shogun's own blood, huh? I would love to kill him. Bring him to me. Yes, sir. I hate people with privilege. I hate privileged people with power the most. The unstoppable monster of Curry, Ashura Doji. So Ashura Doji, like, you know, he is going to be very he's gonna be powerful, you know what I'm saying? He's definitely gonna be powerful. Because like I want to say he's as strong as Jack, but because of the thing of Jack not using his hybrid form, I can't really say that. But being as strong as Inarashi Nekomamushi is still pretty strong. It makes sense why he'd be an unstoppable monster. I personally think he's like one of the strongest. Well, I know he's one of the strongest of the 9 Scabbard. Even what he's doing right now, he cut off a snake's head and is pouring the blood of the severed snake body into a bowl. And you can just see he's like the leader of a giant gang, and then he's got his subordinates. He's definitely the monster of curry. And then, so you see what the 9 Scabbards are. So right now there's 6 of them. You got Kinemon, Raizo, Kanjuro, Denjiro, Little Kiku, and Little Izo. Because, like, as I said, Izo, like, I would never have thought that Izo would have been one of the 9 Scabbards. I know I keep saying that, but it's just so surreal. And man, that's bad lighting. My bad. Maybe I should just tilt the camera a little bit. Nah, that's not working. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it as is. So, like, yeah. This isn't working, is it? Whatever. I apologize for the lighting. Will that work? Not really. Well, that's even worse. Okay, let's just leave it at like that. Sorry for that little deviation. But where was I? Right, so they're like, where is Sir Odin? He said he was going to relieve himself. I think he went south. I thought he said that yesterday. He often disappears for a day or two on a whim, right? Hey, wait a second. Korea's to the south. So that's what Denjiro says. And they're like, what? And then Kinemon's like, how disgraceful. I swore I would die for him, but I'm late to the battle. And then they go running to Curry. And he's like, look, the front gate is broken. And then you're reading Odin's logs again. After I broke the front gate, I was overwhelmed by the stench of blood, sweat, and corpses. Heh, so you are Kazuki Odin. I was disowned. That is no longer my name. It was as if the entire world had turned its killing intent directed towards me. The rules there seem simple. One is free to enter, but leaving would mean death. And then Odin's like, tell your boss that a samurai has come. And then he's like, how stifling. Such an environment is unfit for humans. Never leave? That is the kind of rule I hate most. So Odin just runs forth and he's fighting them. And they're like, hurry up, look for Lord Odin. There's dust coming from that mountain. He must be there. Sir Odin, we are here to help. And then he's like, they even followed me out here because he's trying to get rid of him because he's kind of like, I guess he likes him, but he's like, I don't want no servants per se. And then Odin's like, sorry, I just finished up here. Wow. So I was hoping they wouldn't off-screen the fight, but... So I do want to note that Ashura Doji, he's older now, and he's probably not as strong as he once was, because he said that Kinemon's not as strong as he once was, which probably means the same for him. So Ashura probably was as strong as Jack in his prime. Odin just soloed all of Curry. Like, literally, everybody, without the 9 Scabbards, including Ashura. He's just sitting on top of Ashura's bloody body with his sword on top of Ashura and a bunch of dead or unconscious guys around him. And then Odin's like, it took all night. I cannot believe it took that long. So this is the power of the infamous Ashura Doji. So I think he's saying the fight with Ashura specifically took all night. So you do know that Ashura is strong. I think at least at this point, he's definitely the strongest of the 9 Scabbards. I think that he was probably the strongest, like, just always. And Ashura's like, hurry up and kill me. It was inevitable that my life would end like this. I have no regrets. And then Odin's like, hey, you lot, do you all still adore me? I will be needing your strength and wits. I've decided that I want to become the king of these scumbags. And they're like, yep, we adore you, I bet. So then it's like, huff. It was a hellish land, filled with the stench of corpses. But Odin used his overwhelming might to round up the ruffians of Curry and turn that hell into a peaceful and prosperous place for its inhabitants. So Odin became the daimyo of Curry and completely cleaned up and redirected the whole direction and just state of the place. So that's respect. And you see Yasui smiling, and Orochi's like secretary, he's crying almost. Or no, he's not crying, he's just like shocked. And then they're like, he really changed that Curry? Having heard of his remarkable exploits, Shogun Kazuki Sukiyaki reversed his decision to disown Odin. And then you see Osurula smiling at the papers. And then he declared his son, Daimyo of Kuri. Our very own Lord Odin is going to become Kuri's Daimyo! We did it! With this, Kuri will become a proper region. It is hard to believe this is finally happening after all that hard work. Congratulations, Sir Odin! Daimyo! Yeah! And you just see Ashra Doji, he's all like, yay! With the rest of them. Because they just all adore Odin so much. You got Kiku, Izo, Raizo, Denjiro, Kinemon, and Kanjuro, and Ashra Doji. I don't know why I couldn't think of Ashra Doji. Is something wrong, Ashra? And then Ashra's like, well, this is the first time I have seen what peace looks like. Thank you, Odin. And then Odin's like, enough with the sappy talk, and kicks him in the face. That's an Odin thing to do, considering what we've seen of Odin. So, yeah, I get that. Then Odin's like, and then Ashra's all triggered, and Odin's like, although now that you mention it, a daimyo requires retainers. I would rather not have some uptight officials following me, so you guys would do. You guys can be my samurai. And then just all of them are crying. So I don't... That means Izo was an official Nine Scabbard. He was an official retainer of Odin. Izo! I still can't get over that. Who would have thought that Izo was a retainer for Odin? So I think I have to rethink a lot of things, because I kind of just wrote Izo off as not the strongest guy on the block. Like, I know he was Whitebeard's 16th Division Commander, but he didn't seem that powerful. But now, like, that Izo is a retainer for Odin, I gotta rethink some things. Dang. Okay. And they're all crying. And then they're like, Lord Odin! And then apparently they're all hugging him. And, like, you can just see a bunch of tears falling out of the castle, and Odin's like, wow, get your hands off of me. Your snot is dripping everywhere. And then it's like 6 years later, and 33 years from the present. So that was about then 39 years, which means that Orochi's like 40, in his late 40s then. So he is old. Wait. So it says, and 6 years later from that, the survivors of the legendary rock pirates started recruiting. They would eventually become the beacons of power for the next generation. So that means Kaido and Big Mom and Whitebeard. Wano Country's beach, Kuri Beach. What are they, animals? Or are they just hairy people? Weirdo-looking monsters, perhaps? So we're seeing Kawamatsu, and he's like, how freaky. And then it's like, who are these figures who have washed the shore? So I'm assuming there's somebody having to do with the rocks. Oh, right. That's Ino and Neko. What am I saying? That's a young Inarashi and a young Nekomamushi. So I guess they used to be the 10 scabbards, including Izo, even though Izo doesn't use a sword. Or he probably did. He probably switched the guns when he joined with Whitebeard. But I guess Odin had 10 retainers. That's kind of cool. And then we know Izo ended up switching the guns or something, and he joined with Whitebeard Pirates. So that's the end of the chapter. 10 out of 10 chapter. That Izo reveal knocked me off my rocker, bro. That Izo reveal, the fact that Izo, the 16th Division Commander of the Whitebeard Pirates, was a retainer for Odin, just really does. And I know I keep saying that. And then it's cool we're seeing how all the 9 Scabbards came together. The fact that Izo was Kiku's older brother, that's just... Who would have thought? Yeah, prediction for next chapter, just, I guess, next chapter probably won't be as good. It'll probably just be, the Ino and Neko meeting up with the 9 Scabbards, meeting Odin and all that. But, yeah, I'm gonna be signing off for now. Izo reveal was great. I guess not 10 out of 10, but 9 out of 10 for sure. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy my content and only if you enjoy my content, like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more One Piece content. I will see you. Yeah, this really isn't going to work, is it? Let's just get the lighting good for once before I leave. Is that impossible? Wow, that's even worse. I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.